Alright folks, hello and welcome to the first stream of 2021. First modern stream. We're going to be playing this deck. Hudson with the Prime sub also. Thank you so much for the 10 months. Happy 2021 to you as well. This is the deck that I saw on Harry MTG's stream. Harry was playing some control deck, whatever. And he got paired against this. And the deck looked very impressive. It was doing a lot of very powerful things, and like they were like it got to the point where just like Harry was just staring at his opponent with a bunch of like counter magic and shit, but like it just didn't matter because his opponent was attacking on so many different axes with Embry. Harry was losing to the Ren and 6. Then they could also just at any point just top deck Urza and just go off with Thopter Foundry, Sword of the Meek. Like this deck is doing so many things. And it just looked pretty impressive, so I figured I wanted to give it a shot. Try it out, see what it's all about. I do have a confession to make. My name is Francisco, and I actually do enjoy casting Cryptic Command. It is a problem. I'm trying to get over it, and I'm doing my work, but it is what it is. Anyway, so as I was saying earlier, there's a lot going on here. So we have our mana base, which is kind of sketch if you ask me, right? Like there's a bunch of ETB tap lands, but we're also playing 4 Gilded Goose. So it's kind of interesting that we're going like with 3 basic islands. Also 20 lands seems like it's low. We do have the 4 Moxember, but this is the same situation that we find ourselves with the spike list. And Muldrota with the Prime sub coming back for the 3rd month. Love the stream, I love the podcast. Hell yeah, I love you, Muldrota. So thank you so much for the continued support. But yeah, so like when you see Moxamber in your opener, like it doesn't really add mana until you have many ways of enabling it. Like I'm not arguing with that part of it. It's just a matter of it is not adding mana when you need it the most, which is in the early turn. So it's the same thing as when we played the field of the Lotus Field list that Spike played, right? Like you find yourself in a situation where you had like Lotus Field and like 1 land, and like that's a 1-lander. That's not a 2-lander that you drew. So if you have a bunch of 1-drops in your hand, you just cannot cast any of them. So because of that, I'm not sure if maybe this list wants more lands and less Moxen. Like this is one of the things that I'm trying to figure out. This is a list that I just copied from from a prelim, like it 4-0 with a prelim. And again, I saw it in Harry's stream and I thought it looked very good. So so we do have the Gilded Goose as ramp, I guess. Moxamber, same thing as ramp. We have the 20 lands, which I think is pretty low, but we're gonna see how that works out. Then we of course have Bubble because we have Embry. Goblin Engineer is also an interesting one. This is of course a way to set up Thopter Foundry, but then it can also find our one-offs in Nihil Spellbomb, Aether Spellbomb, and then from the sideboard, Piting Needle and Damping Sphere. There's extra Nihil Spellbombs there so as well. We have a one-off Engineer Explosives that we can replay with Embry. We can replay it for 0 with Engineer, so that's something. 4 copies of Ren, 2 Uros, 3 Embry, 3 Ursa. These are like the creatures, the heavy hitters, the win conditions. And then we have the full 4 Metallic Rebuke. This card, I think it's actually very, very good in this kind of deck. And it's pretty grossly underplayed, so love to see the full 4 copies. And then a couple of Cryptic Commands as like the strong interaction. Of course, we cannot really afford to play Mystic Sanctuary, right? We're playing 4 Spire of Industry and only 20 lands, so definitely we cannot really afford to play Mystic Sanctuary, but like we're gonna try to get good value from these 2 copies of Cryptic. The sideboard covers a couple of different angles. We have Veil of Summers against the control decks, against discard decks, etc. Pied Needle, Nihil Spellbound, Damping Sphere, as I was saying, against the different decks where these effects are good. Assassin's Trophy, Wildfire, and Gust. I would expect a deck like this to struggle against Carnegrid creators, so I'm surprised to not see more Assassin's Trophies as well. Like, we basically have no answers to Karn, besides just beating down with Udo and Ursa, which I guess they are answers to Karn. To couple of Ashioks and the one of Experimental Frenzy. This is a pretty interesting one. It reminded me of like when people were just playing this card in the sideboard of the blue-green Urza all codex, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Definitely against grindy matchups, Frenzy does a lot of work. When is Urza going to stop being cowards and pre-tap dual lands that create a treasure token in TV? I don't know why they are not doing that, Stabs. Like, it's kind of outrageous, honestly. Cryptics are online count has happened to this channel. Oh yeah, this is now officially this Aspire Spike wannabe channel. Low land counts as crypt and cryptic command. That's the recipe for. Had to give up Titan in the year, or why will it? Nah, it's fine. ¿Qué haces, Iván? ¿Todo bien? This deck looks spicy and I love it. Yeah, exactly. Like, honestly, I really enjoy the Urza decks. Like, before they became broken, right? Like, before everybody was just like jamming Urza and Oko and like all of that nonsense. But whenever the Urza decks were popular, right? Like, the Urza decks were actually a lot of fun. Like, I enjoy the Urza decks a lot. So this hand is, I guess, okay. We have turn 1, turn 2 Ren, turn 3 Cryptic. It's not bad. Look at that. That's the fixed. The record thingy was fixed. You see that, chat? Do you see that? Isn't that awesome? Oh, that's right. This doesn't tap for blue. You're right. It's not turn 2 Cryptic. Am I just getting Rhino here? I think I'm getting Rhino. Yep, I'm getting Rhino. The good thing is that that's a way that we beat Rhinos. Oh no, because now this doesn't tap for mana anymore. Brutal. Suspend Gargadon. We play a Ren. Yeah, we can't even hold up. That sucks. Maybe I should have actually gotten it. Yeah, I think I should have gotten a fetch, a basic planes there. I don't think this deck is gonna main deck Blood Moon, right? So they're probably gonna kill the Ren here. That's fine. Why not with a tier 1 sub? 11 months subscription. Thank you so much for the continued support, Quinok. I appreciate it. Here we get an island. We can Urza and Emery. And we can't, even if I play this Moxember, we can't hold up Rebuke, so I guess there's no reason for me to play this out. I could triple block. If I triple block one of these, then I can cryptic the other one. We're trading the Urza, which sucks, but my opponent could have Lightning Bolt. And now we have the cryptic to answer the Rhino, and then hopefully we start getting value with Embry. Honestly, it's very unlucky that we just found nothing off of the Embry flip. Didn't find a Thopter Foundry, couldn't find a nothing. Yeah, I guess it makes sense for this to be the balanced version since they have Gargadon. Like, I don't know why the Living End version would play that anyway. We're gonna get balanced here? Seems like we're getting balanced. Oh, finale. Pretty unlucky. So if I balance one of these, now I just have to... Yeah, we can't do anything with this Embry. That's really unfortunate. And this is what I was saying with the Mox Amber. It's just so awkward. Like it's been so awkward all of this time. We just have not been able to do anything with these stupid Mox Ambers. And the second copy has been just awful. Unless we can like Cryptic plus Hold Up Rebuke here. How do we win this game? We probably have to find something to do with this Embry. Thopter Foundry. Another Urza would be nice. Second Urza would help a lot, I guess. Brutal. Could have fetched, but I was thinking of fetching for a tap land if my opponent doesn't do anything. I guess I could also just not do anything. Though if my opponent balances... Yeah, I guess I just don't do anything. Yeah, that doesn't do it, chat. That doesn't do it. Just lost a bunch of rhinos. Okay, so this one can go. Gust seems fine. Explosives actually is legit to answer the rhinos. Damping Sphere is interesting. Damping Sphere is interesting. Is it good though? What's up, house? Either Spellbomb is an answer to Gargs. Have you tried drawing more Urzas? That used to always work for that deck. I drew one. But I was far behind enough that it just didn't do anything. Amuletless, Titanless. I mean, there's a Titan. There's a Giant. There's a Titan Giant. Let's think. Gus just seems good. Just draw better cards? Alright, we figure it out. Just draw better cards is the line. Drawing better cards has been called. We're doing that. Is the deck cracked? I have no idea. That is very unlucky if you ask me, that they had the relic. Wow. Alright. I mean, this Ren was doing literal nothing with a relic on board. I mean, I'm very happy about that Force of Negation. That was great for me. I was feeling like I was in terrible shape, and now I'm like, maybe it's not that bad. We got options here. Yeah, playing a useless Ren to 4. Yeah, exactly. I guess, I think I'm playing Emery. The reason is that my opponent can, balance me here, and I have no answer for that. So I don't want to play my land, basically. They just have the S4 tool? Fuck. Oh, that we can beat. In fact, that we can beat fairly easily. This S4 tool is going to be a tough one, though. But now we get to play Urza holding up Gust. I'm gonna try learning Vintage. Honestly, I don't really care for that format that much. Like, it's okay, but it's not a format that excites me. You got me. Ancestral's good for them. Ancestral's real fucking good for them. 2 mana. Is a charm. We can gust one of the rhinos. I think we're doing that. That slows down the clock considerably. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's great. I think that's great. They are drawing Electro Dominance. Gonna crack Relic? No. Well, that one's not so helpful right now. That one is not so helpful. Not blocking, so might as well just attack. Hopefully we draw a Cryptic Command. Goblin Engineer. Not quite Cryptic Command. Got my Gust. This relic has been hosing us hard. What kind of deck can you choose for channel points? Well, basically anything. Depends on whether it's a meme deck or it's a real deck, basically. God damn it. Opponent's too good. We know the last card in hand is an Electro Dominance. Go down to 4. Please play something I can counter. Yeah. Too bad. Too bad. Checking how much health points required for the new brand league keeps going up. No, it's always been the same. That's the one option that has been going up. That has always stayed the same. So we can combo Engineer with Embry to force my opponent to crack the relic. Not really sure whether it's worth it. The monkey's not in their hand, the monkey is what they're gonna be drawing. So now they're gonna crack the relic. So they're not drawing monkey. Okay. They let me cast Spellbomb, which is interesting. Maybe they're planning to Electro Dominance me on that step. Which we're just gonna rebuke. Looking for force. They topped the card though. So I have to assume that I'm dead here. If they top the card with opt, I have to assume that I'm dead. I love that Spellbomb taps itself. for mana with Urza. It's cute. Goblin, go under the bus. There we go. Good job. That's probably what they found. So many Electro dominances. Womp womp. Womp womp. Lost game 1. But at least the record updates automatically now, which is pretty hot. Ooh. Keep this hand. Turn 1 Emery, let's go. This is a hand that asks questions. This is a hand that asks questions. Now the question is, does my opponent have the answer? So bubble first, because they're not gonna force this. Maybe they force this. I don't think so. I doubt it. Boom. Turn 1 Emery. Let's go. Unfortunate that we cannot hold up Metallic Rebuke. Honestly, that's so unlucky. I think I'm bubble. No, I'm gonna bubble them on upkeep. I'm gonna bubble them on upkeep because my opponent might be playing a discard spell deck. Fire action and life. Okay, so it's just Ad Nauseam. It's probably okay. I mean, this draw. This draw is something. We can actually engineer? What can we engineer for here? Nothing really matters, I don't think. Probably engineer for Foundry. Like, it's mostly because I don't think I'm rebuking anything on turn 2. So their hand is Spoil Sun Life. More Moxen. Grab the sword, less ways to find it. Damn, main phase spoils. Did they just keep a 1-lander? It just has to be, right? Wow. They kept a 1-lander. Blue, blue, green, green. Can activate this. Sack Moxamber, play Thopter Foundry. Wait, okay, so we can actually do a bunch of nonsense here. Okay, so let's sit down and let's think through our turn. So we can get back Udo, and then we have Moxamber, but Moxamber doesn't tap for red, so that doesn't quite work there. I think I want to float blue, This puts the Thopter Foundry there. Emry gets back Bubble. Or we can get back Udo. We can get back Udo. And if we find a land, we can hold up Rebuke. But if we don't find a land we wish, so I don't like that so much. So I think we want to start here. I think I'm just going to play the Embry here. Because it just allows me to keep this one. If I find a sword, we're just fine. They're drawing Lightning Storm, sweet. Holding up Rebuke. We can start putting pressure. Opponent clearly struggling on mana, so I'm pretty excited to counter this. Sweet. Alright, so Ad Nauseam, Damping Sphere, we like. Veil of Summer, we like. These we don't like. These we don't like. Trophy? Pithing Needle used to be a fine card against Ad Nauseam, but now that they have the Fastest Circle win condition, it just doesn't do anything, so probably not worth it. Trophy is interesting though, because it's an answer to one life. It's kind of it though. Don't think I want Gust. Explosives is interesting, but I don't think that we want it. Like, we have so many other ways of interacting. Okay. Sounds nice. Turn one Goosey Goose. Off of a Breeding Pool. Or we can play it off of the Spire, but I think that we want to get the Breeding Pool anyway, so. We only have one Breeding Pool. Let me check the mana base. That sucks, because that doesn't let us Bubble Trick. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. Now we can't Bubble Trick. Drawing Gemstone Mine, which doesn't give us too much information. We have useless Mox. We have more lands. And we have no Watery Grave, right? So the only black source that we can find enters the battlefield tapped. I mean, we can Spire, obviously, but I was thinking about my options. Spell Pierce, sure. I'm not confident how good Moxamber is in this deck. We're technically representing Rebuke here. Not sure whether my opponent will play around it or not anyway, but that's another question. But we're technically representing Rebuke, and then we draw another blank. Things not looking great. Opponent has a Lotus Bloom coming up suspend. Feeling pretty dead here. We knew about that Gemstone Mine. Something good. That is something good. Good. Cool. So this fetches for Forest. I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Like, I just can't. If I cast the Urza, then I cannot cast Assassin's Trophy. This mana base sure is something, I'll tell you that much. Am I dead here? We might be dead here. Yeah, they found Angel's Grace, so we're just dead. We can technically spin Urza and we can spike a counterspell. Is it a Bruidon or a deck that placed? It's a deck that won it won a prelim, like it 4-0'd a prelim. We can technically spike a counterspell here. And that counterspell would need to be exactly Cryptic Command, because my opponent can beat everything else. So it needs to be exactly Cryptic Command. Oh no, I thought they were gonna go for the Oracle kill, but now they're going for the Ad Nauseam kill. Okay, so we can spike Rebuke, or we can spike we can spike Rebuke, or we can spike Cryptic. How about land? We still get to see their entire deck, and we can choose. We can see whether the Veils are good or not. They got Dispute. Pact of Negation is there too. I don't see any Thoughtseizes just yet. Okay, yeah. So I guess that I do want my Veils. I do want my Veils for sure. Just 2 Thoughtseizes? Yeah, just the 2 Thoughtseizes. Alright. That's cool. That's cool. Changes. Not really. Ashiok is weird. Nah, I don't think I want that. Turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Thopter, turn 3 Urza. Okay. There are a couple of things that I am not so sure about this list. The mana base is the big one. It seems a little bit lacking. Seems just a little bit lacking. Ooh, is my opponent setting up the turn 2? That would be really scary. Don't turn to me. Please. It kind of feels like I really wish I had access to Watery Grave. Brutal. That sucks. Now my opponent knows that the coast is clear. Something. It's not great, but it is something. Something a little bit slow. But maybe they have an interactive hand instead of a combo hand. Oh, hello. Okay, 1 mana short? That's not true. We can do that right now. That was good. that was okay. that was fine. I cannot really complain about that one. I'll tell you that much. Sure, I'm just gonna shock. Like it just doesn't matter. Like I can't cast the rebuke, but it just represents something, right? My opponent doesn't know that I don't have dispute. What did I play against first round? We played against. I'm totally blanking. What did we play against? Oh, we played against Electro Balance. It's a lot of mana. Maybe I should have rebuked that. No, there's no way I rebuke that. End step, I'm just gonna sack this. It gives me something to do with the Emry. And I guess it swings for 1. What's an Urza? It's a good question, Last God. What is an Urza? Philosophers have been thinking about that question for years now. It really is an interesting conundrum. I was, I guess, pretty good. Maybe? God damn, that Udo mill was kind of insane. So we play Goose, play Sphere. Sure. And then on their turn I can cast Rebuke, which is nice. If they want to counter this, they will have to probably Pact of Negation here. Would you rebuke it back because it eats 3 of their mana? That's actually a good question. I'm not sure if I would, because I would be just dead. Like, if they paid, I'm still dead to land plus them comboing off, right? And if they pay, I'm okay with it. Alright, that was actually quite impressive. And what's even more impressive is the fact that I don't need to update my record. So good. So good. No, it's not the one. Just a tiny bit of real estate to be won there. Real estate successfully acquired. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good showing right there for the deck. So this deck earlier too, I was gonna ready late. Yeah, like I saw it and I saw it doing some pretty cool stuff. So I really wanted to give it a shot. And honestly it's been kind of delivering. What do I use to update the record? It's like an MTG bot thingy. So you need to add it as you need to add it as an OBS web source, I think. And then you have to write some code. I can copy and paste it for you. So this is what I have written out. So you just copy and paste that, but instead of F Pavlush, you will write down KO Diamonds. Every now and then, like MTGO will like update and that code would not work anymore, but when it does, oh boy, does it feel great. Well, this is a hand. So we're playing against Nahuel 10, which is a very good blue-red prowess player. Argentinian blue-red prowess, by the way. So I'm trying to think whether this hand can beat blue-red prowess. Like, this Ember is dying 100%. I think I'm keeping, though. And I guess I'm gonna bubble myself. I could also just... But then next turn I can't play Ren anyway. So I'm just gonna bubble myself. There's a goose on top. I guess I wouldn't mind drawing a goose. And then this can fetch a Kedria Triumph. H Martyrs, thank you for the follow. Cheat Master? What's a Cheat Master? So here we play a Gooserino. And I'm gonna play a spell. Well, my opponent kinda has to kill this goose. And then next turn I have 1 mana Emery. Because of the food and Spellbomb. I'm on Heliod now since Stoneblade is unplayable. The funniest thing is how you think that Stoneblade was ever playable. I think that is the funniest part about that sentence. Yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of this stream, I don't think this mana base is any good. Can you please not kill my Emery, opponent? I would really appreciate it if you would not kill my Emery. I would really, really appreciate it. 69 viewers, nice, hell yeah. Stoneblade is playable if you have blue-white X, yeah, exactly. But KO is one of the stubborn ones. Emery survives. I mean, I'm probably still dead to this Stormwing anyway, right? Huh. This explosives. For one. Gonna blow up my own spell one, can't draw a card, feels bad, man. We're dead to Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt, kind of any spell, and they kept on top, so 100% dead here. For sure. Yeah, that also kills me. We're not gonna even be able to crack this food, which is very sad. Alright, so bring in those Gustos, got this. I kinda want that Big Sphere. If it comes down early enough, that Big Sphere can do stuff. And maybe we have to play this card even though I'm not excited about it. I guess I kind of want to go for the combo, so I don't want to cut the engineer. Like, the combo is actually a very real plan. It just would be awesome to, like, you know, draw lands. When do you think Frenzy comes in? Literally any deck that grinds, basically. I feel like it's a card that you want against any deck that grinds. Sure. Have you tried casting more Urza against the Prowess deck? I have not. Huh. I hadn't thought about that. You shave Amber since your like Rachel's probably dying. I mean, I need to hit my land drops, right? And Amber in the like we're only playing 20 lands, and Amber is basically a land in this deck, so like I'm kind of fucked. That is literally what I said at the beginning in the KO, and that is what I wanted to try. And I just feel like this deck just does not have enough lands and has too many Mox Embers. Like Mox Ember is not that good in this deck. It hasn't felt that good. So I would probably cut 1 or 2 Moxen for the next league and then just add more lands instead. Because we're also, like, we're playing 2 Triumphs, and sometimes I just want to, like, I cannot cast these on turn 2. Right? If my opponent kills my Goose, even though I have 2 lands, I literally cannot cast Thopter Foundry on turn 2 because I have no Watery Grave in my list. So, you know, it just feels like the mana base is not properly built. So I'm definitely going to be making changes to the list before we fire off the second league for sure. Yeah. 5 head plays, stabs. Good job. You should try this Magic the Gathering thing. You might be pretty good at it. The good thing about having the turn 1 goose is that my opponent like has to bolt it instead of being able to play a dude, which is obviously great for me. Oh man, this is brutal. What am I doing on 2? I think I'm playing the Misty. And I'm just gonna main phase fetch for a basic island. Yeah. The reason to do this main phase is obviously so I don't enable my opponents. Like if they play a Swift Spear, now I can gust it and they are gonna be stuck with their thing in hand. Their light up the stage in hand. So this is not like insane value or anything, but we're doing this. And they put the Swift Sphere on top. Soulscrown Mage. We set them up. We set them up. They were hooked. Do I play RL in Argentina? I don't live in Argentina. I live in Los Angeles. I am Argentinian though. And now that I know that my opponent has a Swift Spear in hand, like I'm gonna let them draw 2 here, which sucks, but it's okay. And worst case on end step I get to crack this food, which is okay. Although do I want to crack that food? I think I don't want to crack that food. The reasons to not crack the food was that it would allow me to like Urza plus, like now we drew a 0 obviously, but like it would allow me to Urza plus plus hold up explosives. So this is nice. My opponent just time walk themselves to there, which is cool. Breathe my explosives. Alright. We still got a 2-for-1. Instead of killing a Swiss Spear, we got an Breathe, but we still got a 2-for-1, which is nice. And that also means that my Thopter Founder is gonna be fine now. Manamorpho. So they're gonna play a dude now, but we have Thopter Foundry to block. Here comes the Stormwing. So we play Urza. Yeah, I think I'm gonna crack this bubble. Putting down to 2 cards. And they're joining Burst Lightning. Land plus Sword of the Meek. Land plus Sword of the Meek. Easy. That's what's going to happen right here. You know, we just find a land, we find the Sword of the Meek, and then we can just combo them off. Nice and easy. I kind of like how this deck has the Thopter Foundry snuck in there, you know, like it's not like a Thopter Foundry deck, you know, it's not a Thopter Foundry deck. The Thopter Foundry is kind of like snuck in there. We can't cast Ram Brutal. Just play Urza. Crack Relic, which is good for me. Joined the Stun and Challenge last night thinking I would be out of in the top 8 and I ran into every country and prompt. Well, I mean, you're not the only one that thought that. You're not the only one that thought that, I guess. Every pro and grinder is in the same boat that you are, thinking it's free money. I'm definitely blocking that guy. Can dispute this, I guess. Actually, I tapped wrong. I should have used the food for mana to hold up Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, that was kind of a punt. I could have played Thopter Foundry, but I'm playing around Dispute. Like, my opponent very clearly is holding Dispute there, so I'm not gonna just jam my Thopter Foundry into it. Played the worst deck, but kept it as close to blue-white control as possible. It was pretty good. Turns out Teferi is a good card. Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like Teferi is super underplayed right now. And it is played. It is played, but like I feel like it's a lot more busted than people give it credit for. No, you know, like Politics Ryan Bed with Trump's recent recording telling George to find more votes just makes me picture Trump bringing in construction paper with crayon and bad penmanship that says Trump. Half of them misspelled. Turns out they're all done by him, the past couple. Yeah, I don't really follow politics, so I have no idea what you're talking about. So, can't help there. Sorry. All right, so now this is not lethal. Like, I try to actively stay out of politics. Like, I go out of my way to stay out of politics. Wait. This is not lethal, right? Another mutagenic growth is lethal, I guess? You don't have another growth. Okay, cool. They didn't. You have to be kidding me. Wow. I guess we go to 1? Whoo. Oh, shit. We only have 1 black mana, so we can either trophy this thing or we can Thopter Foundry. But we can't sack this, so I guess we're trophying it. Too privileged to follow politics. I mean, you say it as a joke, but like honestly, it is the truth. Also, they forgot to exile the Uru in my yard. They're down to 0 cards still, so I think I'm fine here, right? I just have to not lose to Aether Gust. So I guess I'm gonna serve with this Urza, play a second Urza, and just trophy the Sprite Dragon. I'm not gonna miss on my point of damage, you know? So, blue. Oh, no. We have to... Oh, punt. Like, we're actually at 3, so we have to crack one of these food. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked it up. I came from Argentina, I'm sick of politics. Yeah, politics in Argentina are particularly fucked up. Like, now I died to Lightning Bolt. Or Lava Dart. Yeah, so I fucked it up. I should have left the Urza back to block. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I just like play the second Urza and I'm fine, but I forgot I'm at 1. So that being the case... No, but my opponent has 2 draw steps towards a bolt. Oh man, I threw this game. I just threw the game. What an idiot. Okay, so I guess I have to thought the Foundry sack itself now. It still doesn't do it. Because the food needs to be tapped to be sacked. Yeah, this was a huge mistake. Like, I think I had this game locked up. If I just leave the Ursa back to block. Shit. Big punt. Big punt. Bomb it. And I have to upkeep this because I don't want to get got by. But that gives my opponent a land, so now they have 2 draws towards the burn spell. But I don't want to get got by Aether Gust or like Dispute or something. I guess Dispute doesn't do it, but like Aether Gust. I'm such an idiot! I'm such an idiot! Like, we had this game won! We had this game won and I threw it! I deserve to lose though. Like, I really deserve to lose. Like, I was thinking I got ahead of myself and I wasn't thinking how do I lose. Favorite politics are based off of South Park. Well, basically, Argentina's politics are like South Park politics, but like they are real. Like the Argentinian previous president has like, I don't know if it's something like $80 million net worth, even though she never worked a day in her life. Bolra, thank you for the follow. Like she has a degree in like a law degree that she literally never used, but she has like $100 million in her bank account, and you're like, where did that? Volrath. So what I said was, if I did that, then I couldn't cast the Assassin's Trophy. So then I died to the flyer, and once I made a mistake, Volrath, there was no coming back. Once I made a mistake, there was no coming back. Like literally, there was no combination that would have allowed me to come back into it. This is my Renin 6. Don't have an answer? Sweet. And now we got Triumph plus Ren going. Mayor here, city stole 800. When they asked where the money was, his wife answered, I don't know, and apparently that was a good enough answer. That's some trusting people right there, you know? So I think we get an island here. We get our land. And I'm gonna play a goose. Is your opinion on this deck the same as when you played Spike's deck? What do you mean? So if my opponent grows spirals here, unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to counter it because I have to hold up this rebuke for if my opponent plays a Teferi, because I cannot pressure the Teferi. Not enough lands and the mana doesn't work. Yeah, I have been feeling that a little bit, and I said that a couple of times. Like Mox Opal, like Mox Amber, I guess, seems like okay, right? But in reality, like Mox Amber just is not a land drop. So we're playing a 20 land deck instead of it wants to be a 24 land deck, but in reality it is a 20 land deck. Get that out of here. Out of here. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Opponent wanted to resolve their Omnath and shit. Stake is fun, but I think a more streamlined version of it would be better than a version trying to compete with UR piles. I mean, is this deck really trying to compete with UR piles? It honestly feels to me like a value deck with a random combo that just wins the game. Actually, I'm gonna hold up Spellbomb so I can protect my Emry from removal, I think. Play Mox. We already plus Ren. So let's play Emry. Yeah, the rebukes are looking great right now. Mil Uro, never lucky. UR piles for value decks that have combo kill that come with Sanctuary plus Cryptic. Yes, I mean that's a good way of looking at it. Like I agree with that way of looking at the concept. I could cycle here instead, but I just think that just making sure I have all my mana and I can ultimate this Ren. Now we have Infinite Cryptics. So Infinite Cryptic seems pretty nice if you ask me. Force of Negation pitching Cryptic command. We can Cryptic and we can still... Okay, let's fetch first. We can Cryptic plus Rebuke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter target spell. I guess I want to bounce their Field of the Dead? No, I bounce their Mystic Sanctuary, right? Or their Roggen Triumph? No, I bounce their Sanctuary because it's a blue source. No, I bounce their Triumph. So counter target spell, return target permanent. Mana leak. So they're down to one card. This is fine though. They leak us. We don't pay. They get a Ren. That sucks a little bit, but like it's still fine. We can swing for one. We can get another Mox Hammer into play. Like I'm just gonna take the 1 point of damage, I guess. Okay, so they have a land. Draw a card on end step. It's pretty good. Play this. So now we can Spellbomb to draw multiple cards while crypticing them. Oh, did I just tap my black mana like an idiot? I tapped my black mana like an idiot, right? And I can't fetch a black mana? Yeah, this deck's mana is just rough. So I think I'm just gonna hold the land in hand. Whoops. Second Field of the Dead. So if I bounce their Mystic Sanctuary in response, they get no zombies. And draw a card. Damn, these Maliks have been owning me. I mean, on the plus side, they're down to 0 cards. Can we just draw an Urza? Please. Urza, please. Urza, please. Four. Urza? Now we can find Udo here. It's a Sword of the Meek. Sweet. Now maybe I should have gotten Bobble there. Yeah, I should have definitely gotten Bobble there. Sweet. This is great for me because it means that my opponent's not gonna... They don't Mystic Sanctuary anything. So I'm just gonna upkeep, tap their dudes, and draw. It's 8. 14. I block 1. We have 5 mana. We can bounce one of them. Yeah. Tap all creatures, draw a card. Sweet. Who will win a war? Thopters and zombies? That's a good question. Philosophers have been looking for an answer for decades. So now we can just loop explosives, so I think we're just fine now. And I'd rather draw a card for 0 mana instead of drawing a card for 1 mana. Do we have any more fetchables? Advance is in the yard. Breeding pool is here. I literally don't have any more fetchables. Yeah, this mana base is pretty bad. This mana base is pretty freaking bad. We have to watch out for the clock, by the way. Throwing a stomping ground. It really sucks that you can't always yes to this. Makes it really annoying. Alright, thank you opponent for recognizing that you were dead. Ashiok seems fine, Gus seems fine. Veils, maybe? Veils seems like it could potentially be pretty bad though. Gonna shape some embers because I feel like it's gonna go long. Gonna probably shape some engineers too because I feel like it's not the plan that I'm gonna be about. Biting Needle is interesting. Nile Spellbomb seems interesting too. Damn, we have a lot of options here. We never found an Urza. It dug so freaking deep. Dug so deep, never found an Urza. Yeah, they have Ran, like Wildfire Trophy. Like these cards are just not where I want to be. I wish I had more experience with the deck because it would, you know, like I would know how important this is. I assume that this is not that important. Gonna go with something like that. Sand kind of slaps. No Ren is big game. There's no way they counter my spell on there. Easiest rebook of my life. Easiest rebook I've ever seen. Land. Alright, these rebukes have looked very good. These rebukes are looking very, very hot right here. Please play Omnath. Please play Omnath. I have a Uro. Got it. Living up Veil, by the way. Let's not forget about that. Land off the top would be amazing because it allows him to play Urza with backup. Does that mean I just crack this bubble? think I just pass. If I find a land, I play Urza with Rebuke. That's pretty good, I guess. Feeds the Uro very nicely. Field Circle, figure of follow. This is a Remand. Growth Spiral. Huh. We can Rebuke here. I think I'm going to. I get we basically trade 1 for 1. But we set my opponent a little bit behind on lands. And like it finally allows me to crack here. They're drawing a path, which is fine. And now they can do stuff, of course, but path my Emery, you got it. Udo. They don't have double green. That's oh, they could have gotten back Udo. That has to have been a mistake. Ooh. What? I wanted to draw a card. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can both Udo and Urza. Yeah, right. They could have another path, so I have to watch out for that, but I think this is fine. Blue, blue, colorless, colorless. Play Urza. No, I guess it's safer to play Udo first. No, I have to play Urza first. Damn it. Colorless, colorless, blue, blue. Play Urza. Blue, blue, green, green, Udo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. We also get to Emery. This is fair. No, Aaron, you clicked the right stream. Did you see the stuff that we're doing right now? We started the game with 4 lands in play. 4 lands in play and an Aether Spellbomb. That's how we started the turn. And this is the situation that we find ourselves in right now. Like, even if my opponent paths here, like, what do they even path? I guess they path the Urza, right? But like, they just tied to literally everything else. Do I spin here? I think I just spin. Guess I'm just gonna Udo. Field of the Dead is what they draw. It's pretty good. That's probably their best draw, actually. Field of the Dead. I guess like Our Promise would have been their best draw. Our Promise might have been better, but like that kind of card is their best draw here. No land. Which basically means that they got spells. Omnath. Sure. So many Rens, so many sixes, so little time. Let's draw a card first. Okay. It's a card. That is indeed a card. One, blue, blue. Ashi, okay. Force Pitching Leak. Okay. Don't think I'm bouncing their dude. Spin the guy. Veil of Summer. I mean, we can draw a card. That's cute. Sweet. Alright, so that's what I was looking for. That's awesome. So we hopefully win next turn. So that probably means that I'm not supposed to block the Omnath. I was going to chomp with the Construct, but now I think I'm not supposed to because it represents just a lethal. It just represents a lethal attacker. So I think we got this one locked up. No attacks. No attacks. So I think we go for the kill here. The kill obviously being to mill the sword here. Do not mill a sword. Black, blue. See what they draw. Just the voice dude, thank you for the follow. They're drawing Tarn, which is pretty much irrelevant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know they're drawing a Tarn. If they want to cycle Soul Guide. They might have to cycle Soul Guide now that I think about it. Or sack it just to get back Uro. But then we bounce it with Spell Bomb, so they were still pretty much in a commanding position. Still very much in a commanding position. Well, Rebuke not looking that good right now. Kind of want to play a second Urza here. It just makes the construct able to attack. Keep this. Even though it doesn't make any difference. But now I can attack with both dudes. Puts on a lot more pressure. Double field makes things a little bit more awkward. Still feel like we're fine. This is actually great for me. Get some Manases. So what they're trying to do here is they're trying to get back Uro. So I'm just going to sack here and draw a card. Go nuts. We basically discarded Veil of Summer. Okay, so now what? Now they don't even. Do we have lethal? I think we just have lethal here, right? Just cryptic tap their dudes. Opponent just never cracking the Lantern. So this is exactly 16 and they have no fetch lands. Sweet, awesome. Tap all creatures your opponent's control for a card. Acabo de invertir en pillarme la que no reclame por tu culpa. Grande, Bifus, bien ahí. Alright, GG's opponent. Bien ahí, bien ahí. Take it. This deck is fun. I actually enjoy this deck. I'm actually enjoying this deck very much. I like this. For whatever reason, it feels like since the whole like banning incident or whatever, it just feels like playing Cryptic Command alongside sorry Urza kind of makes it okay, you know. How were the holidays? The holidays were great, Aaron. Had a great time with the family. Had a great time with the family. Can't do too bad spending time with family. What am I doing here? Just play Emery. Get extremely unlucky. What is this? Arbiter. Next turn we're gonna get to do some stuff. Yeah, how was yours, Aaron? Where did you spend it? Second Arbiter? Oh no. Are you sure you want to attack? Yeah, you probably don't. Big oof. I guess I should have done. I missed on a free Thopter, right? I should have done the Mox Amber thing first. Yeah, because it was basically a free Thopter. Fucked up there. Now Mox doesn't even tap for mana. Yeah, miss out on a 3 Thopter that will actually be quite relevant. Feels bad, man. Low key, girlfriend actually rents the in-law apartment above my parents' garage while we search for a house to buy. We spent Christmas with my parents and I cooked up a sweet potato apple. Nice. So they should exile the Emery here. They sucked the wrong one. They should have targeted the Emery. So we trade Emery for Thopter? We trade Emery for one of the Arbiters? Like, I need to get rid of this dude, so... Also, I totally knew that there was going to be another Emery on top, so... It made even more sense, you know? I mean, if we get rid of this Arbiter, we're going to be in really good shape now. Oh, come on! Come on, opponent! Opponent! Come on! Can we draw any land so we can just fetch and then play Euro and just win? We have successfully found. We have successfully found the saddest timeline. We have successfully found the saddest timeline. God damn it. They drew 3 Ghost Quarter, 3 Arbiters, and the Field of Ruin. Wow. That is insane. And we found like the... That is ridiculous. Trophy seems good. Is this a frenzy matchup? I kind of want to play frenzy here. It has to be incorrect, right? It has to be correct. This is not a frenzy matchup. Triple Ghost Quarter, triple Arbiter. I mean, that's how you make taxes playable, right? That's how you make taxes playable. Keep. Sure, it's a card. I think I played Ember here. Feel like we're okay this game. Feel like this game we're doing just fine. You wanna attack my red? Go nuts. Go nuts. We're going face. Okay, so that has to mean that they have apparition. Yep. Bye bye red. Or Emery? Okay. We're drawing a Ren. Do I want to draw a Ren? Guess I don't. Solid. We're gonna call that draw a solid draw. Solid draw is solid. Now we're attacking Ren? That's weird. Yes, that's a solid there draw. Wait, what? What is my opponent doing? Do you have any connections that might have a lead on a 3080 GPU? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're gonna have to help me out here. Just doesn't allow me to activate. So I guess I can't do anything here. I guess I'm still gonna plus. It's a new graphics card that's out from Nvidia, but sold out everywhere. Yeah, I have no idea about that. Aaron can't help you there, unfortunately. This run the boulder is kind of annoying. Feels like it's okay though. Wait, now they go face? I am so confused about what my opponent's doing here. I am so confused about what they're doing. Another apparition. Gonna take the... I have no idea what's going on anymore. No idea what's going on. Why not EE for 2? Because I think I can get more value from the explosives, and I'm still not sure whether I want to EE for 2, because this rest in peace is not really doing anything. Like, for example, like I think I'm closer to EEing on 3 here than EEing on 2. I think that's what I'm doing, actually. It makes their flicker wisps worse. It's a complicated win with the rest in peace. I mean, I just have to draw my business cards, right? If I draw Urza, like, we're fine. The sword is gone. The sword is already gone. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's no real reason to go for the sword, right? I guess I could have done this earlier. Oh, no, I couldn't. Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Never mind. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Totally forgot about the keeper for whatever reason. Guess maybe I should have cracked the food there. Apparition number 3. Yeah, my opponent is the best Taxes player ever. They are so good at drawing perfects. When I played Taxes, I just could not catch a break. I have to do everything main phase because of the Abolisher. Kind of annoying. Mind Sensor? Sure. It's honestly not that big of a deal. I mean, I really wish I were able to find one of my business cards. Bounce Giver Shethal. Yeah, my opponent just gives it pro in response, so it doesn't really do too much. So that one is a problem. That one is indeed a problem. Yep. Am I just dead? I think I'm just dead to the sword. I think I'm actually just dead to the sword. I can't beat this. Not with the Grand Abolisher in play. I just needed to draw one of my business cards, man. Just like a Urza or something. Eat some food. The food doesn't matter. In fact, I'd rather have the food so I can tap it for mana. Sure, they protect the mind sensor. Man, this sucks so much. So now they're gonna equip Mind Sensor and then I can't answer it anymore. They kill the Ren, although it doesn't really do too much anyway. Yeah, I'm just dead here. I don't think I can win anymore. Urza? Nope. Okay. Wow, that was brutal. That was really brutal. Okay, so I think that this deck is not properly built, so I want to cut one of those. I guess I want a Watery Grave. There were multiple situations where I wish I had access to one. That is step number one. Like, that just came up a lot. Like, we just having multiple Mox Embers and just not enough lands. It came up a lot, so I definitely want to fix that immediately. I could even see going down to 2 Mox Ember. But then your potential for like turn 1 Embry becomes a lot worse, so probably don't want to be doing that. Then what? Another explosives in the sideboard is interesting. If I were to play another explosives, what will we be playing? Which matchups do we have? Is there room for a Grinding Station call back? No, that's just a different deck. If you want to play Grinding Station, then you just play another different deck. It's just too many cards. This is like a fair Urza deck, right? This is a fair Urza mid-range deck that just has access to the Thopter Foundries or the mid combo. Just like it's just 3 cards, right? That's it. Because even the Engineer is just like a fair value card. We ended up 2 and 3 in the league. But we're gonna play another one, so fear not. Fear not, since we're gonna play another one. Definitely I want more lands. Man, I kind of want a second explosives in this sideboard. We also didn't play against Karn the Great Creator, and I can't imagine our deck being able to beat Karn the Great Creator pretty reliably. Like, these are our answers to Karn. Urza is sort of an answer to Karn. Sometimes. Urza is sometimes an answer to Karn. Would you consider anyone field that just because I was already talking about how the mana is already horrible, so no, I wouldn't want to make the mana base even worse. If anything, I could add like a Mystic Sanctuary, and I don't think we can afford to. Spire of Industry basically says no, and we kind of need Spire of Industry, right? We have such steep mana costs. No Titan deck? What are you talking about? More lands? Yeah, and it's a constant with my decks, right? So we played against Mono White Taxes, we played against Blue Red Electro Balance, and what also did we lose to? We beat Ad Nauseam, we beat 4-color Control, and we lost to Taxes, we lost to Blue Red Prowess, because I punted the match away. The second game we had it won, and I lost it like an idiot. The second game, sorry. How can we add a second explosives to this deck? Nyx to the sideboard for the Asphoratal decks. What is Nyx? And I'm not devoting a cyber slot to the Asphoratal deck. Like, that's not a thing I'm interested in doing. I think I forgot to bring in Frenzy against the 4-color deck. That was definitely a mistake. What am I cutting for the second explosives? I really feel like I want the second copy. Nah, he'll spell, but spell me for the combo decks. I don't want to mess with that. Not sure how actually good Veil of Summer is. Counter target spell if no mana was spent to cast it. Nice. Is there any card that's not competitive that you would like to play in Modern because it's a fun card? Yes. In fact, I tried it multiple times, but it's not good. It's not good. If you have been watching my streams for a while, you definitely know about my love for this card. It's not playable though. It is not playable. I tried multiple versions, as you can see. It wasn't very good. Didn't quite work out. Yep. All the votes are in YouTube. Astro Ren was a little bit of a love affair that I had for a while. And I really thought that the printing of Containment Priest was going to take the deck to the next level. And then the Containment Priest was bugged. And I'm like, just can't catch a break. He would have saved you last match. Yeah, and like, there's like shadow decks, right, where I would want the second copy of explosives against. There are like the aggro decks, like the blue red prowess, which we lost against, and there are actually a bunch of decks that I would like explosives against, but I really don't know what to cut. definitely don't want to cut the gusts. I feel like 3 gusts. If you're playing blue, you have to have 3 gusts in your sideboard at least. Frenzy, maybe? Frenzy might just be a little bit too cute. I really wanted Frenzy to work though. I really wanted Frenzy to work. Alright, so I guess this is the list that we're going to be playing now. But before we jump into the next one, we're going to be taking a break. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.